Hello, everyone. It's your drunk Uncle Tim. It's Tuesday, first Tuesday of February 2020. I hope everyone is having a great week thus far. Great weekend, fantastic Super Bowl, fantastic finish. Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Great game. Lots of controversy surrounding it. Let's talk about that for a small minute. Now, talk about the halftime show. J Lo and Shakira. First of all, yes, they look great. They look great if they were in their 20s. They look fantastic. Dancing, everything fine. And for me personally, you know, that's not my type of thing. But as far as the show, it was fine. I mean, it was fine. It was okay. Because to be honest, Prince and Beyonce ruined all future Super Bowl performances for me. No one can do better than Prince playing Purple Rain in the rain. Good luck with that. Okay. But for all of the vitriol about, it's against Latina X culture and all that, that's a bunch of bullshit. Excuse me. It is. Sometimes you just don't like something. I didn't like Adam Levine. I didn't like Madonna. I didn't like Tom Petty. The list goes on. But Prince and Beyonce, I loved. So let's keep the civility to a high standard. Sometimes people just don't like something and there's no agenda to it. Moving forward, let's talk about something that's more important. What's happening at the nation's capital as we speak? Closing arguments, I believe, have already wrapped up, and they're going to vote tomorrow on acquittal, and it will be acquittal. So basically, what has happened is Mitch McConnell has agreed to devolve the Senate into a Russian-style Duma. Duma is the equivalent body in the Russian House, and basically, they have no power whatsoever. They do what Putin tells them, which is basically what Mitch McConnell has said. In fact, when the impeachment inquiry started, he says, I'm going to coordinate everything with the White House, which is not proper because the government worked pretty well when there were equal parts of government, executive, legislative, judicial. But now you've got one sitting on top of the other, which makes a unholy mix. Now, one of the reasons why they're not too concerned about the outcome, they have packed judges for the last 3 years. I think they have appointed more judges on a federal level than any administration in U.S. history. This is all by design. Lots of them are unqualified, all ultra conservative, some just racist. Don't take my word for it. Pull a name and read their judicial record, and you will probably agree. So anyway, you have all these people in these judgeships that are going to change the landscape of America for decades to come. Probably for the rest of our life, at least the rest of my lifetime, for sure. So a lot of opinions that may have sided middle of the road, somewhat liberal, you're not going to see that. You're going to see a lot of hard line affirmations from this administration because they have stacked the deck. Now, we're seeing it in Iowa with the Caucus, and they don't use the voting systems and whatnot, but you're seeing a lot of confusion. At this hour, it's 2:58 Eastern Standard Time. The Iowa Caucus results have yet to be released. Ladies and gentlemen, you can count on nonsense for the rest of the year, where vote counts and allegations of voter fraud, dirt, you name it. This is going to be the center plank for 2020 campaign for the President of the United States. How much mud can you sling? How much dirt can you dig up? And by the way, the polls indicate that Bernie is leading in Iowa and New Hampshire. which is fine. However, last I checked, um, they have a fairly homogeneous population in both of those areas. 5% black in Iowa. I'm not sure uh, in New Hampshire. I think that New Hampshire and Vermont are the whitest states in America. Pretty sure. So that really doesn't give a clear indication of Democratic voter concerns or preferences. But we'll do this for Bernie if he comes out on top. Um, but we got to move ahead because I believe that they already have the information on Bernie Sanders. They've already done the oppositional research, and they would love nothing more than to have him as a Democratic candidate, so he can be dispatched as bad as Mondale back in '72. It's not going to get better, folks, unless we make it better. Get out and register to vote. I know North Carolina has already started early voting. If you are in an area where you can vote early, go ahead and do that. Make sure you check your registration. If that's not the case, you do have to vote into the primary that's coming because they are purging rolls. This will be one for the books as far as dirty deeds go, as far as allegations, scandals, all that sort of thing. The one thing that you just have to keep in mind is that just vote blue. You've already seen how little they care about the populace in the United States. The GOP, I mean. Just vote blue. Because could it get worse? Absolutely. There's talk of a new round of tax cuts with Medicare and Social Security if Trump is reelected. So there's a lot at stake, particularly for senior citizens. I think I qualify in the senior citizen range, I'm not sure. But there's a lot of people who depend on those services who aren't going to have them if he gets elected and we do not recapture the Senate and the House. So, hope you have a great week. Hope you enjoyed this weekend. Once again, congratulations to Kansas City. And have a good week. We'll see you next week.